So, ladies and gentlemen, today we will a Leo Ascendant. We will try to decode what are the secrets of this particular ascendant. And I hope you like this video. It's been a time since I've posted some videos due to some unavoidable reasons. So here we go. So Leo Ascendant is the Leo sign, I should say, is the fifth sign in the zodiac system. Ruler is the Sun, and if you are aware that Leo is second among the three fiery signs in the zodiac system. One is Aries, which is ruled by Mars, which I already covered earlier. Second is Leo, of course, which is ruled by the Sun, and third is Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter. So all three powerful planets rule the fiery signs, but all three bring together a very different flavor in the ascendant when it comes to your behavioral traits or personality as such. So when it comes to Aries, let me just recap a bit. So Aries ascendant, which is ruled by Mars, typically shows a lot of impulsiveness, immediate short-temperedness, etc., and very quick acting and immediately giving a reaction to things. Okay, so that is the fiery nature of Aries. Leo is is a Rajasic sign, and in Rajasic sign, and that short-temperedness is not very clearly visible, but that manifests itself in a form of ego. So Leo ascendants tend to have a very good self-image of themselves. Healthy self-image is probably not that bad, but you need to guard against taking ego to such an not to take the ego to such an extent that it makes your life quite miserable. And the third one is Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius, and that is regarding a Sattvic sign, and it is generally considered a very good ascendant also. And in that, the fiery nature comes from knowledge or fighting for justice, because ninth house is that of dharma itself. So here we go for Leo ascendant once again. So Sun is the ruler of this particular ascendant, a very charming ascendant. You can check if you have got a Leo ascendant in front of you by some of the following traits: a very broad forehead, a stocky body, not too tall, maybe wheatish complexion, average height, and a sense of case when that person comes, you can immediately notice that person's face is quite glowing, because that ascendant is ruled by the Sun, and Sun is always noticed everywhere. So people with a very prominent Leo ascendant or having some good planets in that will immediately notice when they come about you. You can even check even without taking a look at the charts and ascendant and everything. It's probably good. Okay, so one interesting trait of Leo ascendant is that wherever Leo is in your chart, even that is most true for the ascendant, but even for other rashis also, wherever Leo is present, you will seek some recognition, pride, or some sort of ego from that particular house. So if your ascendant itself is number 5, is written in your birth chart, then you tend to be keep a very healthy, a very high self-image of yourself. If it is in the second house, and that will be for the Cancer ascendant, they will seek pride either from their immediate family members or from their bank balance. They'll be very happy to show off a little bit. They are not as show off as other ascendants, but they can be very they can be quite fulfilled in telling you that I built so much wealth, and I belong to such and such family, etc. In the third house, if Leo is falling, you are probably a very good communicator. I know you tend to show off a lot of your skills when you speak to people, communicate to people, etc. In your fourth house, another prominent placement is that since fourth house stands for vehicles, land, property, etc., it's another very good placement where you tend to be very possessive or egoistical when it comes to your cars, land, or any sort of house you live in. You tend to keep a very good thing. These things matter a lot to you, and you make sure that these things are people know that you possess these things. In the fifth house for Aries ascendant itself, when Leo falls, you will seek a lot of recognition from your children itself, because Sun naturally is the significator of the fifth house, that of children. It's a fiery sign, no doubt, but it's a very caring sign as well, because fathers tend to be a little be on the stricter side, but they take care of their children as such. So that was about the fifth house. So seeking recognition from your children, any sort of activities, hobby like activities, you will seek recognition. That is for the fifth house. In the sixth house, you will seek recognition when you are working for someone at work. So Sun in sixth house, or even Leo in sixth house, you can see that you'll be working at least 1.5x of the other guys at work, seeking a lot of recognition, and very difficult to dislodge a person who's having such a placement. In the seventh house, naturally it is considered in a very debilitated state, and Sun brings a lot of heat to the relationship, because seventh house is naturally owned by Venus. It's not a very particularly great placement, but nonetheless one can work on it, and through some behavioral aspects, I've seen many people succeeding even with this particular placement. Sun in the eighth house, naturally you are born as a crisis fighter. You will also you will know that the Leo will fall in the eighth house for the Capricorn ascendant. So if you got number 10 ascendant, so yeah, either that you will face a lot of hidden challenges as such, you will tackle them, and that's how it works. In the ninth house, that is for the Sagittarius ascendant, your father can be a very good source of inspiration for you, authority figure, a learned figure as such, because ninth house is also that of a knowledge as well. Many times it shows that father is already in a government service, and Sun in this house or Leo in this house can also grant a flavor of government service, but it all depends on the other planets as well. Sun in 10th house, considered a fiery sign in an enemy sign, in an enemy position. A lot of ups and downs in life, but tend to overcome with the leadership skills. 11th house, again, lot of influential people can meet you. Make sure you take their help whenever possible. And number 12, generally a slightly weaker position. You tend to rise away from your home, because Sun is also your Atma. Because if your Atma is very happy away from your place of birth, probably Sun is in your 12th house, or Sun is in Pisces. So you can check out these rules in your chart. Wherever Leo is there, probably it is most prominent in your ascendant, but you can check out the other ascendants also, as I narrated to you. Another trick is to see where your Sun is also in the chart, because even the ruler also, if that planet is also in different houses, you can get a flavor of those things in the chart as well. I wanted to also tell you that all three signs, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, have got Ketu Nakshatra in them. Okay, I am bringing a bit of a flavor of this one. Ashwini, Maga and Mula. So Maga Nakshatra falls in this Leo ascendant, in Leo sign. So in case you got a Maga Nakshatra, this thing, and make sure that that you don't you try to be as impartial as possible, because Maga Nakshatra, surprisingly, in all the fiery signs where people tend to associate with authority, Ketu is there. It also shows that you need to be a little detached from whatever decisions you take, and you should be impartial, and whenever the things are not in your favor, be ready to pick up your jhola and go away. As some people say, hum jhola utha ke chale jayenge, but some people don't, but that's a different matter altogether. So make sure that you bring a sense of detachment in your behavior whenever you are at work, or whatever things you are doing in life. You tend to take a very impartial view in this. Ketu brings a lot of detachment. Often it means tough personal life as well. Leo ascendant is not a very easy ascendant, because Scorpio falls in the fourth house. So you will tend to have some tough relations with your mother, or mother can be quite ill, can have lot of issues. You can have lot of differences of opinion with her. A lot of quite negative surprises with this thing. With your mother as such, you should be careful while dealing with them. In the second house, Virgo falls, Kanya Lagan, Kanya Rashi. So Leo people should be very careful about their speech. Virgo is a sign of disputes, Rogrin Ripu. You can create a lot of disputes with your speech. You can also quell your enemies also, because sixth sign also shows your opposition, rivals, etc. So make sure you're on the right side of things, and be very measured in your words. If any planet is in the sixth sign, that planet can, or the signification of that planet can be, can create some trouble for you if you don't deal with it, uh, you know, uh, properly. Okay. Um, Moon also matters a lot in case for Leo ascendant, because if Sun is the Atma, the Moon is the mind. So check out the where Moon is also present in your chart. So if Moon is in slightly difficult positions, say the 8th house or the 10th house or even the 12th house, make sure then people will find you quite an enigma at best, or people may not understand you at the worst. So make sure that you communicate very well. Sun in 12th house also shows an enigmatic figure who doesn't come out in the open as such. Hermit, a rich hermit for that matter, who doesn't come out too much in the open or communicates that well, but does its duty. Sun is also quite duty bound. So one of the tricks of identifying or even improving Leo sign in your chart is to be on time. Sun always rises on time. Doesn't matter which it is raining, etc., etc. It always comes on time, and you can predict hundreds of years in future what will be the sunrise timing, sunset timing, etc., and it always happens that way. Sun is also the consistency in your chart. So wherever the sun is there, make sure you take care of that planet in your chart by undertaking some good activities, being very fair with people under you if they are working under you or something like that. If you are administrator, manager, make sure you are as impartial, just like a judge. Also, judge is also seen by Saturn, but I also see sun also as a sort of a person who is upholding the dharma. So make sure you consider all these aspects in your chart. Okay. Leo ascendants also suffer from lot of acidity issues because it's a fiery sign, and body tends to run hotter. Fevers are very common, acidity issues, liver related issues also, because that is in the central part of your body. Make sure they tend to put on a lot of weight also, because of the Rajasic, or you can say a very carefree or very relaxing lifestyle. They are not too hard working. They can work hard, but they are not one of the hardest working people you can find around. So make sure that you have some good physical activities, generally a very balanced life as such. And this is what I had to say about Leo ascendant. Please go through whatever I said. You can check in your charts, friends charts. If you are able to relate with the same, you can just put your thumbs up and confirm it that this will work. If you are able to identify with what I said. I will cover other ascendants also. I will try to bring around some more interesting aspects of day-to-day astrology, so that observation also or awareness also of such things tend to relieve a lot of trouble in life. Even if you just know it, or you understand that this is happening, so that's also a very good way to relieve the pain points in your life. So I hope to see you in my next video with other ascendants or some other astrology facts. Please subscribe and share with your friends as much as possible. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.